my name is Jeremy Finger with Riverbend Wealth Management. Thank you for your time today. What I want to go over with you today is some very good principles and thought processes on being able to improve your financial decision making. I'm reading The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Highly recommend the book. Highly recommend the book. So I'm going to go over what the first chapter in that book called "No One Is Crazy," and some of the bullet points on what you can learn from that in that chapter. All right, and so no one is crazy. What does that really mean? You got a favorite sports team that you watch and they call a bonehead play, or you got a relative, an aunt, uncle, mom, dad, whatever, that just makes some crazy decisions and you can't understand why they make those decisions. Reason being is because we make decisions based on our experiences, based on where we are in our life, based on what influences we had, how we grew up, what pressures we have, the stories going on in our head. And at the time those decisions are being made, we think they're logical. Okay, as crazy as it may be from the observer, at the time that these decisions are being made, the person making them is being logical. For example, like in the United States, typical poor people spend over $400 a year on lottery tickets, and those same people can't come up with $400 in case there's an emergency. Well, why would they spend money on lottery tickets and they can't afford an emergency fund for $400? Well, it's the only time in their point of view, their only time in their thinking is that this is my only way out. This is my only way out of this situation is to win the lottery. Okay, as crazy as that may seem, their point of view, that's what they're thinking. Okay, and so a few lessons to be learned in this chapter. Again, I highly recommend the book. Trying to see things from someone else's point of view through their eyes. So in the situation, we're having this amount of experience, but if we're able to use someone else's point of view and someone else's eyes, we can look at things from a different lens. And if we're able to see that, we can make better decisions ourselves. Okay. Everybody's predisposed to blind spots. That's why people go to counseling. That's why people do coaching. That's why all these different things. So take a step back and talk. Look from someone else's point of view. All right. Number two, learn from your mistakes. Okay. Learn from your mistakes and learn from other people's mistakes. Well, Jeremy, how do I learn from other people's mistakes? Get coaching. Do a financial plan. Take a look at other people's points of view and some of the mistakes they made along the way. A lot of times people do not make a change with their behavior until they hit bottom, until they really are in trouble. You don't have to go all the way down to the depths of despair before making a change. If you honestly observe and look at other situations and learn from them. Number three, honestly look at where you are. What does that mean? What does that mean? Well, where are you? Okay, what is it that where do you stand right now financially? Are you on the path that you want to be on? And so a lot of times people don't want to do that because it might be a little scary. Okay, and what they are actually experiencing is denial. If I don't look at it, it doesn't exist. That's obviously not the best place to do it. Is really going through that fear of uncertainty to try to bring some clarity to the situation you're in. Number four, you may actually be on the path without even knowing it. You may actually be on the path to what you expect. Or I've seen people who who thought they were going to have $200,000 or $300,000 at retirement if they keep doing the same thing. Not even close. Not even close. And the flip side is also true. I've seen people who said, "I'll never get retired. I'll never stay retired." And they were perfectly fine. I've seen both. But when you take a real good look at where you are and what your intentions are, and you may actually be there. Okay, you may. And if you're not, then okay, what do I need to do to get there? Or maybe I'm leaving a little bit of life on the table and I can retire earlier or with more money or give more to charity. Okay. These are all answers that can come to you if you're taking an honest look at things. And number five is know thyself. Okay. Once you know where you are, know what your intentions are, and how to correct that. Understand that you may have preconceived notions or tendencies to overspend when you're stressed or or um, or overeat or whatever the case may be. But we're talking about this in a financial sense. Is that when you know what your tendencies are, and know what your fears are, then you can set up certain things to help you prevent making poor financial decisions at that point in time. Okay. So for example, for example, on any purchase over $100, um, for example, you got to talk to your spouse about it. Or any purchase over $1,000, you got to talk to your financial advisor about it. And this is just random numbers here because your situation may be different. But setting up certain hurdles that need to be overcome when a situation arises, and that you can double check yourself to making sure that you're making the right decision. Okay. So to recap, see through someone else's eyes, learn from other people's mistakes, take an honest look about where you are, understand where you are, what path you're on. Are you on the right path according to where you want to go? And know thyself and what your tendencies may be to lead you on making mistakes. All right. And then setting up certain hurdles to help keep you from making those same mistakes again. Okay. Thank you very much. If you got any questions, thoughts, comments at all, feel free to send me an email, give me a call, 843-970-1043, 870-970-1043. Thank you very much and have a great week. Bye.